The village lay nestled amongst rolling hills. A quiet sadness had settled over its homes since the whispering winds, usually a source of joyful breezes, had gone silent. Raju, 6, and Priya, 5, felt the change deeply. Even Rio, their usually boisterous dog, stayed close, and Mithu the parrot sat solemnly on his perch. The air feels heavy, Priya whispered to Raju, her gaze mysterious as she looked at the silent wind chimes. The village felt strangely still, almost as if something vital was missing. Aunt Mira, their wise elder from the village, sighed softly. The whispering winds have stopped their journey, children. They used to bring comforting messages from faraway lands, a gentle presence. Now they've fallen silent. She spoke of the villagers yearning for a comforting gift. Raju's curiosity stirred. He had always imagined the winds as invisible friends, taking them on flying, floating adventures in his dreams. Now, they were gone. Suddenly, a faint, almost imperceptible shimmer caught Raju's eye. A tiny, glowing teardrop floating near the old banyan tree. It pulsed softly, almost shyly. This was no ordinary light. It was a hint of a secret discovery. "What's that little light?" Raju whispered, pointing. The light was mysterious, but not scary, beckoning with a gentle sadness. Priya's eyes widened. "It looks like a tiny, sad star." Rio whined softly, nudging Raju's leg, whimpering towards the glowing tear. Mithu, intrigued, flew closer, chattering softly. "Sad, lost comfort, comfort." The tiny tear, sensing their kindness, slowly drifted towards them. It was fragile, barely holding its glow, as if carrying a great sorrow. It was trying to show them something, but its path was hesitant, winding uncertainly through the mist. It was a fragment of the whispering winds, a piece of their lost comfort, seeking a way to deliver a comforting gift. Raju felt a pang of empathy. The little light seemed so burdened. He understood that the whispering winds were not just breezes, but beings that carried emotions and messages, and now one of them was lost. This was their chance for a tiny helper's big impact. "It needs to find its way," Raju declared, his voice firm yet gentle. "We have to help it." Priya nodded. "But where does it want to go?" The tiny tear pulsed its light weakly, then floated higher, then dipped low, then gently rose again. A pattern. It seemed to be trying to mimic the gentle rise and fall of comforting words. Papa Hari smiled softly. "It's showing you its message, children. It wants to give the village a comforting gift, but it's too weak to find its path. It needs your kindness." With kindness and shared purpose guiding them, Raju and Priya carefully began to follow the glowing tear. They didn't rush. Instead, they moved with gentle steps, focusing on the light's delicate rhythm. Rio padded patiently beside them, his soft fur brushing Raju's leg. Mithu flew ahead, repeating the light patterns with his own subtle glow, trying to encourage the tear. As they walked, a truly mysterious transformation began. The tiny tear, imbued with their focused kindness, slowly grew stronger, its glow becoming steadier and brighter. The shimmering mist around them began to part, revealing pathways of soft, luminous air currents, the invisible paths of the whispering winds. The glowing tear, now radiating warmth, began to move with more confidence. It danced and shimmered, weaving through the newly visible air currents, leading Raju and Priya on a silent, flying, floating adventure above the familiar village rooftops. Below them, they could see the sleeping villagers, still sad. Finally, the glowing tear led them to the very center of the village, above the silent wind chimes. It paused, then expanded, gently dissolving into a soft, comforting aura that enveloped the entire village. As the aura settled, a beautiful, gentle transformation occurred. The silent wind chimes began to stir, softly tinkling with sweet, melodious sounds. A light, warm breeze carrying the scent of night-blooming jasmine and distant lullabies wafted through the village, touching every home, every heart. It was the whispering winds, returned, their messages of comfort delivered. This was the comforting gift, a big impact of kindness. Raju and Priya felt a profound sense of peace and deep gratitude. The village was once again filled with the soft magic of the whispering winds. Papa was smiling, his eyes reflecting the village's renewed peace. Later, snuggled deep in their beds, Raju closed his eyes, imagining the glowing tears' silent journey. Priya felt the warmth of their shared kindness and the restored comfort in the village. Rio let out a contented sigh, dreaming of gentle breezes. Mitu gave a tiny sleepy chirp, then tucked his head under his wing. Filled with the peaceful feeling of kindness, Raju, Priya, Rio, and Mitu drifted peacefully to sleep, carried on the gentle whispers of the winds.